Dreams are mysterious and powerful. They can often be confusing and hard to interpret. But there are certain dreams that you should never ignore. In this video, we will explore the meanings behind some of the most common dreams and why you should never ignore them. Let's get started. Begging. Dreaming of begging can indicate impending financial troubles or a lack of resources. This might be warning you of financial difficulties or needs you might have. Such a dream is generally never classified as good. Pray for God to open your way and bring you the resources you need. 2. Losing your keys. Losing your keys in a dream can be a symbol of losing access to an opportunity or a breakthrough. It could also mean losing control over something you do have control of. For example, if it's the keys to your office, it could be a warning sign you might lose your job. If it's the keys to your house, it could mean that you might lose authority in your home. However, do bear in mind that all dreams will certainly always depend on the context, as well as your spiritual standing with God, as losing keys could also mean losing your spiritual authority. Number 3. Losing your phone. Losing your phone in a dream can signal the loss of important connections or information. This could also indicate you have a dwindling prayer life or you are becoming prayerless. It can be a wake-up call from God, letting you know your communication with Him is dropping off. Number 4. Walking on a slippery road. Dreaming of walking on a slippery road can be a warning sign that the path you are taking in life is fraught with danger. It can be a reminder to proceed with caution and be mindful of the decisions you make, as even the slightest misstep can have serious consequences. Take the time to weigh your options carefully. It could be the difference between success and failure. 5. Nakedness. Dreaming of being naked could be a sign of embarrassment or shame. It could also symbolize you are vulnerable and exposed in certain aspects of your life. For someone very spiritual, it could also mean a loss of divine security. This could usually happen when your spiritual life has been compromised. 6. Drinking in a dream. Depending on the context and what you are drinking. If you are drinking clean water in a dream, this can be seen as a sign of divine purity. Conversely, if the water is dirty, this could indicate that you are in danger of becoming spiritually defiled, or that you have already been soiled by the influences of the world. Similarly, if you are drinking alcohol or smoking in the dream, this can be interpreted as a sign of uncleanliness and a desire to succumb to worldly temptations. Number 7. Blanket. The symbolism of a blanket covering can often be interpreted in two different ways, again depending on the context. If you are covered with a blanket, but your head is exposed, it can represent comfort and security. On the other hand, if the blanket is covering your entire body, including your head, it can be a sign of impending death. A black-colored blanket will often indicate sickness or death, while a white blanket will indicate divine security. 8. Wearing black cloth. Wearing black cloth can be indicative of a spiritual death or mourning, and a sign that you may need to take a moment to reflect on your spiritual life. It can also mean you are living in darkness and doing too many things wrong. Bear in mind that clothing in dreams often represents character, personality, or protection. 9. Gunshot. Dreaming of a gunshot can be a warning sign that you are under spiritual attack. It could be a sign that something is threatening your well-being, whether it be physically or spiritually. It doesn't necessarily mean you will be shot physically, but it could also symbolize a warning that you are vulnerable to spiritual attack, and you should take steps to pray and commit yourself to God. 10. Elevators. Dreaming of being in an elevator can often be an indicator of the progress you are making in life. If the elevator is moving downwards when you are attempting to make progress, it may be a warning that you are facing a potential demotion. However, if it is moving upward, this can be a positive sign that you are likely to be promoted. On the other hand, if the elevator isn't moving at all, this could signify that you are experiencing stagnation and need to take action in order to move forward. 11. Big river. If you find yourself standing in front of a huge river in a dream, it could be a sign that you are about to encounter a difficult obstacle or challenge. But don't be discouraged. The size of the river is symbolic of the magnitude of the difficulty, not an indication of your ability to overcome it. Reach out for guidance from God and call on your own inner strength and courage to face the challenge with faith and courage. 12. Shaving hair. Dreaming of someone shaving your hair or your hair falling off can signify a loss of reputation or glory. Reach out to God in prayer and ask for His protection against any obstacles that could threaten your blessings. 13. Driving at uncontrollable speeds. If you dream of driving a car and you are trying to stop, but it is unable to come to a halt, it means your life is out of control and you are making quick decisions that may pose a risk to your future. 14. Learning. If you dream that you are in school, this could either mean a good thing or a bad thing depending on the context. Dreaming could mean that you still need to acquire some level of skills or knowledge in order to move to the next level of your life or career. However, if you dream and see yourself in your former school or at a level you had already completed, this could symbolize backwardness. 15. Armed robbers. If you dream of thieves or armed robbers trying to gain entry into your house or steal from you, it means you are about to lose something. The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. 16. Getting lost. Being lost in a dream can be a sign that you're feeling confused and unsure of which direction to take in life. Even if you feel like you are heading in the right direction, but can't seem to find your way, take a moment to ask for divine assistance in understanding what it is that you need to do. Pray to God for guidance and clarity and trust that He will lead the way. 17. Riding a horse. Riding a horse can be a powerful symbol of authority and confidence. But if the horse you are riding appears pale and thin, it may be a sign of an unhealthy ego or false pride that will lead you to failure. This can be a warning to check in with yourself to ensure that your feelings of power and strength are grounded in reality rather than a facade. 18. Teeth falling out. The dream of your teeth falling out symbolizes embarrassment and shame. It can represent feelings of inadequacy and vulnerability. These emotions are often related to the teeth, which play an important role in communication and eating. 19. Showering. If you dream of having a shower, this indicates spiritual cleansing or purification. However, the color of the water does make a difference. If the water is clean and pure, it signifies purity. But if the water is dirty, it means you are living a life of sin. 20. Car lights. If you dream of driving your car and the lights suddenly dim or go out, it could be a sign that you are lacking divine direction in your life. This could be due to backsliding or a drop-off in your spirituality. Take a moment to pray and ask God to lead you in the right direction. 21. Writing exams. If you have a dream in which you find yourself in a classroom taking an exam but you can't seem to remember the answers or get the exam finished, it could be an indication that you are facing a difficult challenge ahead. Struggling to complete the exam might be a warning sign that there is an area in your life in which you have yet to reach full maturity, and you must address this issue in order to secure a successful future. 22. Torn clothing. Dreaming of torn clothing may be interpreted as a sign of poverty and lack in your life. Alternatively, it could also suggest you may be feeling undervalued and powerless. 23. Night or darkness. If you dream of standing outside in darkness or can't see where you are, it means you have no direction. It could also mean you are living in sin and need God's direction. 24. Letters. Dreaming of a letter can signify you are about to receive news. If the letter already arrives opened, it may signal that a decision has been taken against you, and others have already been made aware of it. However, if it is still sealed shut, it could mean you should expect news soon. The color of the envelope can give a clue as to the nature of the news. If the envelope is green, white, purple, or blue, it means it will likely be good news. But if the envelope is black or dirty, it means bad news. But if it is a brown envelope, it means it's an official letter coming from a higher authority, such as an organization. 25. Arrows. Dreaming of being shot with an arrow can be a sign of a spiritual attack on your life, whether it be your health, career, relationships, or any other aspect of your life. This could be a warning of potential obstacles and challenges that you may soon face. Be on the lookout for any signs of trouble and take steps to protect yourself and your life from any potential harm. 26. Tall tree. If you dream of a tall tree crashing to the ground, it could indicate a powerful figure or leader tumbling from their pedestal of success. It may also represent the loss of a beloved family member who held a significant authority. 27. Dry grass. If you dream of dry, withered grass or sticks, It could be a sign that you are living a life of futility, in which you are going through the motions, but not seeing any tangible rewards. It could also be a warning that your current lifestyle is leading to a dead end. So it's time to adjust your course and make sure you are living a life of purpose and growth. 28. Jail. Being arrested in a dream is never a good thing, and it signifies spiritual bondage. Finding yourself behind bars could also mean being stuck in a place or situation where it's hard to break free. It could mean stagnation and challenges that might prevent you from achieving your goals. 29. Open doors. Dreaming of open doors could have both positive and negative implications. If you dream of discovering the door to your house left wide open, but cannot identify who opened it, this could be a warning that the enemy has access to your life and has left you vulnerable and exposed. Alternatively, if in the dream you are trying to get into a place to get something and the door opens, this could be a sign of an open door or a breakthrough in your favor. 30. Crying. In your dream, if you find yourself shedding tears, this could be a sign of deep emotional pain or disappointment. It could symbolize heartache or the loss of something valuable to you. 31. Flat tires. Flat tires in a dream can symbolize stagnation and a feeling of being stuck in a rut. Pray to the Lord for guidance and ask Him to provide the necessary lift to get you back on your way and moving forward. 32. Rain. If you dream of rain pouring down heavily upon you, it could be a sign that trouble and trials lie ahead. But if the rain is nourishing your crops or plants, it could indicate that brighter days are on the horizon with a potential promotion or breakthrough in your life. 33. Intercourse. If you find yourself engaging in any type of sexual relationship with another person in a dream, it could be a sign that you are feeling unclean or contaminated in some way. Such dreams are rarely a good sign, even if you know the other person in the dream. These are known as dreams of defilement. 34. Eating. Eating in a dream can be both good and bad depending on what you are eating. Under normal circumstances, eating in a dream is never a good sign. For example, eating meat, drinking wine, or eating unknown meals can all be signs you are being spiritually polluted by the enemy. Isaiah 29:8 speaks about eating in a dream. It says, "It shall even be as when a hungry man dreams, and look, he eats, but he awakes and his soul is still empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreams, and look, he drinks, but he awakes, and indeed he is faint, and his soul still craves." On the contrary, if you find yourself with bread, this could signify provision and abundance. 35. Pale animals. If you dream of lean or pale animals, it represents hunger and poverty that could affect you. This is a sign God is warning you to take precautions. 36. Broken eggs. The dream of broken eggs represents a broken vision or dream that was still in its early stages. For a pregnant woman, this dream could signify losing a pregnancy or a miscarriage. However, with faith and prayers, God can protect you from harm and negative outcomes. 37. Exes. Dreaming of ex-friends or ex-partners can either be good or bad depending on the context. If these friends in real life were not good friends, it is therefore not a good dream. It could indicate that you are returning to a past life you had left behind. If the ex-friends were good or positive, it could mean you weren't meant to cut off from those friends, and you hadn't gotten the full value of what they had to offer to you. 38. Sleeping. The dream of sleeping symbolizes idleness or a lack of action. It suggests that you are wasting time and not making progress toward your goals. This dream can be interpreted as a message from God, encouraging you to be more productive and proactive in your life. It may serve as a wake-up call to start taking steps toward your aspirations and making the most of your time. 39. Volcano. The dream of a volcano symbolizes underlying problems or unresolved issues you haven't dealt with. It suggests that there may be negative emotions or experiences that have been suppressed and are now threatening to erupt and cause damage. This dream may be a call to reflect on your past and present life situations and to address any problems that have been ignored or avoided. It is important to acknowledge and deal with these issues in order to avoid any potential harm in the future. 40. Shoplifting. The dream of shoplifting represents a sense of deprivation and a desire for what you feel entitled to. It suggests that you may be feeling a strong need for something, Even if it means taking risks or breaking the rules, this dream can reflect feelings of dissatisfaction or frustration, and a desire to obtain what you feel is missing in your life. It may also be a warning to reassess your actions and to avoid making decisions that could lead to negative consequences. The list of dreams and their meanings can be extensive, but it is important to note that every dream is subject to the specific context in question and the message God might be trying to reveal to you. It is important to always pray and ask God to give you the specific meaning of your dreams. So there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you love our videos, please feel free to subscribe to our channel.